Hi guys, do you want to be debt free in 2026? I have some tips that can help you, and I am sharing this because I've realized that when you have debts, they can really mess up your life. The year can be so boring, very frustrating, and you can be so much depressed. And so I want to share with you these tips that will help you, and they have really helped me. So number one, what you need to do first is assess your debts. List all your debts, including amounts, interest rates, and due dates. That's very much important. Get to know how much debts that you owe people. When you list them down, it will help you to get to focus on how to pay them. I know sometimes we fear, and when you fear to list the debts, that is where the problem is. You need to know how much debts that you owe people, and then you can begin having a plan on how to repay them, possibly from the lowest to the highest, and that is going to help a lot. So get to know how much you owe people, and that is going to help you greatly. Number two, create a budget. Track your income and expenses to identify areas for reduction. Most of the time we get into debt because we don't budget. You find you have money, and money is being used for things that were not intended. And so one of the ways that you can eliminate debt is just have a budget and stick to it. It might be challenging, but don't worry. That is going to bear you a lot of fruits, and you'll be debt free in the new year. Number three, prioritize debts. Focus on high interest debts first, or consider debts consolidation. That is very much important. Look at some of the debts that are really incurring a lot of high debts or high interest, and come up with a plan and see how you are going to reduce them, because some of the debts with high interests, they will keep on dragging you, and you'll find you're not making much progress. And so make sure that you begin with that one that has got high interest, so that you can deal with it, and then you're able to move on just like that. Number four, increase income. Explore side hustles or salary increments. So, and that is one of the biggest ones that you need to ensure that you increase income. Increase your income, very much important. Morning. Kopoa. Okay. So make sure that you increase your income, because if only you're depending on one income, then it becomes a big challenge. So increase your income. If it's in a employment, find out how they can be able to increase your salary. If not, find something extra that you can be able to do, so that you can have some extra income. That is going to help you a lot in dealing with debts. The other thing is cut expenses. Reduce unnecessary spending and allocate funds towards debt repayment. So that one basically means that there are some expenses that you can cut which are not necessary. There are some times when we normally have expenses that they are necessary. Like you find you're spending money and no money is coming in, or possibly you are driving your car to work and you can use public means and save some money. So if you do that, you'll get some extra money, which is going to help you to clear your debts, and so that is going to help a lot. So look at some of the money, find out where your money is going, and you'll find you have a lot of unnecessary expenses. Cut on those. If you cut on those, you will see a lot of changes happening in your budget, and also dealing with debt. So it's very much important. Check out those lose money that you are losing. Very much important. Now the other thing is negotiate with creditors. Discuss possible payment plans or interest rate reduction. So you owe someone some money, you can just discuss with them and request for a waiver. They can waive it. Like for example, they can decide to waive some amount for you. Let's say for example, if you owe them 10,000 shillings, they can tell you just give me 5,000 and that'll be good. And so that is very much important. Talk to the creditors and they can reduce the amount of money that you owe them, and that is going to help a lot. And lastly but not least, stay committed. Commitment is very important. Regularly review and adjust your plan. Very much important. You must be very committed, and when it comes to repaying your debts, you must stay so much committed. You must make sure that you're committed, because if there's no commitment from you, I can guarantee you there will not be progress. And so make sure that you're committed. And if you're committed, you will see a lot of progress. You will see a lot of progress. So thank you guys for coming. I just want to wish you all the best. And like I said when I was beginning the video, dealing with debts, if you deal with your debts and you become debt free, you're going to have one of the greatest freedoms that you've ever seen. There are many other freedoms that you can have, but one of the greatest freedoms is being debt free. I wish you the best.